I could pretty much list every Call of Duty game in existence to prove my argument here, except for maybe the first three. I could also list multiple open world shooters, but I'm trying to stick to just linear for right now.
What about the game, Duke? Was it any good?
Yeah, but after 12 years, it should be.
In the past couple years, I have lost interest in story modes for almost all first-person shooters. With the shooter Wolfenstein 2 coming out right around the corner, I thought I would give the first one a try after almost 3 years from its original release date. I'm going to tell you why Wolfenstein 1 shot my expectations out of the water. As I originally said, I had lost faith in the story mode of first-person shooters, and to an extent, most shooter story modes bore me. However, I can't seem to recall any shooter story mode I played in quite a while. BioShock Infinite is the last game I can recall I played that was a linear story shooter, and I loved it. But after that, I just can't remember, and if I had played one, they did not leave an impression on me, obviously. I can't quite pin down why they bore me. Running through as an invincible deadshot, killing predictable NPCs inside a linear, determined path is probably the best reason I can give. Besides that, lack of co-op is another big downside because I would rather play a shitty multiplayer game with my friends than the best single-player game of all time by myself. I remember when Wolfenstein came out. It had an awesome advertising campaign with one of my favorite lines in video game history.
Laskovich, can you hear me? What's your status?
Well, I'm on the moon.
The game also had an appealable story. You are a superior American out to kill Nazis who have taken over the world. Access multiple weapon types and dual wield them if you want. I mean, what true American wouldn't want this game? But maybe that's why I didn't play it at first. It sounds fun and all, but if that's all you do, then what makes this different from any Call of Duty story mode? So I put it on the back burner for about 3 years, and as I said before, Wolfenstein 2 is coming out, so why not give the first one a try? So I did just that. And man, did I fall in love with this game fast. The story pulls you in by putting you into an advanced World War II era timeline and crash landing on a beach trying to survive giant mech panthers. You meet up with your squad only to be quickly captured and tortured by the dominant and overpowering Nazi army. You get put into a coma for about 14 years while under care of a family. Wake up and find out Nazis have taken over the world. BJ Blazkowicz's patriotism doesn't want this to continue and immediately finds a resistance force of people fighting back the Nazis to retake the world. It's odd because it's a generic story in a sense, almost exactly what I was complaining about with why shooters bore me today. It's hard to explain, but maybe I was naive to think that all story mode for FPSs are the same. Or is this one just different? The way BJ and all your resistance fighters care about taking back the world, it feels real. The game does a real good job of putting you into BJ's shoes, and as the main protagonist, this is good because you feel like the people are relying on you to get the job done and not BJ. Characters are unique and not stereotypical. Areas you visit make sense and aren't over the top, even the moon part. And to top it off, what I think the best part about this game is the cutscenes. Oh man, the game does cutscenes better than any game I have ever seen.
I think I found something.
What do you see?
Ancient artifacts, highly technological in nature. Parchment. Looks like Hebrew. I think the Nazis are trying to reverse engineer all this stuff.
Are there any identifying marks?
Dot? You should. Dog, Abel, apostrophe. Abel, Tara, space, yoke, item, Charlie, Hal, Uncle Dog.
Oh, that's
Might be something in our archives,
weird
Anya.
how
See if you can find any
BJ uses like the
references to
old
dot
phonetic
issue.
Will
alphabet.
do.
So I think it's pretty cool.
Be careful out there.
I like her, Blazkowicz. Good catch. Be sure
Yeah,
to
he
bring
from
as
the
much of
World
this
War
goddamn
II, bruh.
shit
It
stuff
takes
as you
place
can
in World War
carry.
II, bruh.
Will do.
It provides a nice break from the action-packed shooting to give you nice, smooth, and dare I say, cinematic display of what is happening in the game. It's hard to put into words why this game gave me hope on first-person shooters story modes, but I did my best to describe it. I will definitely keep a more open eye to upcoming story modes for shooters in the future, and maybe take a look back into the past to see what I missed. Hopefully, Wolfenstein 2 does an even better job, setting the bar higher for what should be expected for shooter story modes.
In my dream, I smell the barbecue. I hear children. A dog. And I see someone. I think I see someone. These things. None of it for me. I'm moved by roaring engines. I'm lone warriors. We come from the night.